I was just thinking about Hardware Wars recently. I don't know why. It just came to me one day, and I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about how funny it was. Hardware Wars is a 1978 short film parody of a teaser trailer for Star Wars. The 13-minute film was released almost 18 months after Star Wars. Hardware Wars was written and directed by Ernie Fasilius and produced by Michael Weiss. It was structured as a mock movie trailer, and Fasilius secured narration from veteran voiceover artist Paul Frees, who provided the voice work for the original trailer for Star Wars. Fasilius capitalized on his budget limitations by using household objects as props. Spaceships were represented with such items as steam irons, toasters, and cassette recorders. And the lightsaber of Luke Starbucker was a flashlight. The characters were also parodied in name and appearance. Hardware Wars won over 15 first-place film festival awards, including the award for most popular short film at the Chicago Film Festival. It is considered to be the most profitable short film of all time, grossing $1 million. Considering its paltry $8,000 budget, its profit ratio was much better than Star Wars. George Lucas said in 1999 that Hardware Wars was his favorite Star Wars parody. In 2003, the film was honored by Lucasfilm when it was given the Pioneer Award at that year's official Star Wars Fan Club Awards. In August 2010, Time magazine listed it as one of the top 10 Star Wars fan films. Also, Rian Johnson pays tribute to Hardware Wars by referencing it in The Last Jedi. And I remember that scene, and I got it the first time I saw it, and I thought it was fabulous. I totally loved it. And that's one of the other reasons to love The Last Jedi. Of many. To spoof the special edition re-release of Star Wars in 1997, Hardware Wars was released on VHS as a 20-minute special edition with new digital effects. Here is Hardware Wars, the special edition. VHS. The thing is, when I got this back in 1997, they were featuring Hardware Wars in the theater. They actually showed it before a movie at a midnight showing of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So we go there. It was in Westwood, I believe. So I had to drive all the way to Westwood, which is in LA. And in Westwood, and we go there, and they have copies of these on a table, and the actress who played Princess Android was there, and she signed my copy, which says, "To Richard, may the farce be with you. Princess Cindy Android Freeling." That was really cool. So this is what it looks like. We went in, the short started, we finished watching the short, and then we left. Because we're only there to see Hardware Wars, a special edition. Didn't really want to see in Raiders of the Lost Ark, because, I'd already seen it in the theater, and it was no big deal. It was midnight, didn't really want to see a whole movie. So we saw this, went home. And this is a really good version. And I'm sure it's spoofing on the fact that some of the digital effects in the special edition of Star Wars, like Jabba, was not so great. So the digital effects in here were also not so great. So now, let's take a look at Hardware Wars. So I'm going to watch Hardware Wars with my Star Wars blanket. Here we go. This will be my first time watching Hardware Wars, I don't know, since the early 2000s. It's been a while. So this was made to be a faux trailer, although it's like 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes, and it's meant to be like a faux trailer. And it's very cheesy. And I love it. And just the sheer cheese of Hardware Wars, and the fact that they're using actual hardware like appliances, and the goofy face on Luke Starbucker is really cool. Or Fluke Starbucker, Augie Ben Doggy.
Venerable member of the Red Eye Knights.
And I actually met Princess Android in 1997. She was very nice.
Ham Salad, ace mercenary pilot and intergalactic wise guy. Darth Nader,
Love it.
villain.
But this is so cool. You know, the first time I saw Hardware Wars, I saw it actually in the theaters, and I saw it playing with Star Wars, and it was pretty cool. It was. I just remember loving it, and I remember the audience absolutely loving it. And it was so funny, and it was a lot of fun, and in kid eyes, it was great. And I love the names of RT Deco and 4Q2, and the sound coming out of RT Deco is really cool. And the fact that 4Q2 looks like the Tin Woodsman from The Wizard of Oz is pretty hysterical.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
But and then I saw it a second time,
What are we going to do?
probably maybe about a year later. Could be a year later,
I'm
or
going to regret this.
I don't know, maybe 2 years later, when they actually aired it on television, and it was on CBS, and CBS did that whole, you know, the CBS special presentation, like that thing. That was pretty cool.
Why I ever listen
But I remember loving it when I saw it on television, and then
Well, you can do what you like.
then I was in middle school. Oh, look at that cracked me up when the woman getting up from the blanket. I remember when I was in middle school, and my music teacher actually showed this movie, and it was on a reel-to-reel projector. And I just remember, oh my God, he mentioned it being Hardware Wars, and he said that in the line, "Relax, kid, it's just a movie." I remember all that. It was so vivid in my memory, and I just love her line delivery. Help me, Augie Ben Doggy. You're my only hope. I just love it. But anyway, but yeah, my music teacher aired this, or played this, on a reel-to-reel projector. It was fun. But when that woman got up from the blanket, I remember bursting out laughing, as if it was the first time I'd seen it, and I knew it wasn't. Gee whiz. Golly willikers. This was so good. This is such a good parody.
Golly willikers.
Riding a doom buggy as a land speeder, that's hysterical. I wonder if those are batteries on the side. They kind of look like lots of batteries. Imperial Steam Troopers.
Identification? Gee, I think I left my ID in my other pants. Look, we're in kind of a hurry.
These aren't the drones you want.
These aren't the drones we want.
You don't want to detain
I remember it was, you know, really difficult to get this. And I was never able to get a copy until the special edition came out. And the hair of Luke Starbucker. You know what? I remember them saying that the wig that the actor uses for Luke Starbucker.
Newlywed Game and Jeopardy are switching times, starting Monday on Channel 7.
Sure, but it's pretty funny. But what was I saying? Before I got distracted by Luke's hair, hysterical hair. Oh shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Darn it. Wow. This is so funny, it got me distracted. Oh, and that the Wookiee monster, Chuchilla the Wookiee monster is obviously a Cookie Monster puppet. Dyed brown. Oh, the suspenseful space battles are just fabulous. Love those special effects.
Witness the exciting, action-packed dogfight scene. Experience the expensive, spine-tingling special effects as you become catapulted into the dazzling dimension of Dying Space.
They're still back there. They're gaining on us. Does this thing do light speed?
You bet your asteroid, kid. Hold on.
This part is it's kind of blah. I just remember just looking at this like, just silly little effects right there. This is not the best part. It kind of, to me, it's kind of like, okay, let's move it along. Let's move this along. Kind of go along here. All right, there we go.
Darth Nader, naughty person.
Basketball. I love basketball.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I can't understand what you're saying. Are you talking to me?
I can't understand you. Are you talking to me?
The buns, the actual buns they use on her head, it's so hysterical.
No, you can't destroy innocent people.
Basketball's a peaceful planet.
Peaceful planet, please. We have no weapons. No,
Jeepers, what is it, Augie Ben Doggy? Did you feel a great disturbance in
Oh,
the
I love
force?
this line.
As if millions of voices
This is
cried
a
out in terror and were suddenly
great line.
silenced?
No, just the edit.
No, just a little headache.
I was going to say that it was really difficult to get a copy of this, and then I got the special edition, but I was bummed that I never had this original version, and it took me the longest time to get a copy. I know that it had been released on a VHS years prior, but I think it had gone out of print, so it was really hard to find.
We're out of control. We're being
And then somehow, in the late 90s, I
Easy, kid.
was able to get a copy of it, and I copied it to VHS. Maybe what I did is I rented it, rented it from a VHS rental store, and and then I duplicated it onto another VHS, and then I had it for several years, and I did the same thing with the Star Wars Holiday Special, and it was, so I had Hardware Wars, and then I had, I had Hardware Wars. Oh my god, I know I'm having difficulty talking.
Forget it.
I had Hardware Wars, and then I had the Holiday Special. And for some reason, the tape just decided to go, wonky and get all screwed up, and so the images was all fluttering and just going crazy. So it was really unwatchable. And basically, I ended up losing my copy
You must
of
try to hurry, Artie. There's very little time.
the Holiday Special, which I didn't particularly care for anyway.
Please, Artie.
But I
Try
was
to plug in
bummed
the
that I
master
lost
computer.
this copy, the copy of Hardware Wars that I had. I only had the special edition on VHS.
I'm Ready Kilowatt, reporting a dangerous overloaded octopus connection in Sector 5.
Then I bought a DVD burner, and I was able to hook it up to my VHS.
Find that tractor beam.
VHS. I was able to hook it up to my VCR player,
There it is.
and then I was able to transfer the special edition to DVD. But I still didn't have a copy of this original version, and I didn't have it for the longest time until recently when I thought about, hey, I want to talk about Hardware Wars because I've just been thinking about it for some reason. Because I think it's very funny and it has some very funny lines.
I can't understand.
And
What is
I
he
thought,
saying?
how am I going to get a copy of the original Hardware Wars? Because I don't have one. And what I decided to do was look on YouTube, and lo and behold, it's on YouTube. And even the special edition is on YouTube. This line right here is funny when he says, "Oh, don't worry about me." I had a friend way back in the 80s and early 90s that we would just play around with this line. "Oh, what a martyr. See you later, you martyr." We would do that with each other. "No, don't worry about me. I'll be alright." We'd just throw those lines back and forth to each other. It was funny. And we had a lot of fun with this. But, yeah, so I found this on YouTube. and it's a pretty good copy. So I just wanted to the look on Princess Android just of annoyance. It's just like, what are you doing? But yeah, I love this. This is funny. I think what makes this hysterical is that it's very simple. It's very low budget. You pull the plug, and they weren't trying too hard. They were making it really cheesy, and it's not cynical, and it's just, you know, fun. And it's good-hearted. It's just brilliant. It's a brilliant parody of Star Wars.
Space saga of romance, rebellion, and household appliances.
Hardware Wars.
You'll laugh. You'll cry.
I love
You'll
that.
kiss 3
It was
bucks
good.
goodbye.
Coming soon. Get in line
to a
now.
theater near you. Get in line now.
And that's even good. May the Farce be with you. That's awesome. Alright, well, that was Hardware Wars. Thank you for watching it with me. I had a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side comparison with this and the special edition. We'll see. But thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching Star Wars Obsessed. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. Also, click on that bell icon to be alerted to new videos. You can also check out more of my collection at the Star Wars Obsessed blog.